In this video, I'm going to explain how we come up with creative social media campaign ideas that deliver results, and this is based on a current client case study. Quick piece of context, a brand of Apple, that's the food Apple, not the tech company, came to us with a brief outlining that they wanted to reach and engage their audience in a positive way online. And we had to come up with a really creative campaign around this because we know their audience weren't that interested in talking about apples, so we had to be super clever. Let me first of all dive into the computer and show you some of the results, and then I'll go into the 4-step process we used to develop and implement this campaign. Before that, if you haven't subscribed or connected with me, please do, because on a weekly basis, we create lots of step-by-step tutorials to teach you how to generate more leads and sales online. And we also share insights into the campaigns we're running with clients so that you can hopefully have some of the same success that we've had with our client campaigns. So this 4-step process involved, first of all, understanding who the audience are. This is super important. So before developing the campaign, we interacted with the client a lot and they gave us a ton of data around who we were trying to reach. So we really understood who that audience was. Secondly, you really need to understand what did that audience currently talk about with their friends, right? Understanding that is super important because this is how we can tap into that topic and integrate our brand to get them talking about a similar thing. And I'll show you how we did that in a second. Number 3, come up with creative content ideas that combine the topical subject your audience talk about and your brand. For example, if I dive into the insights here, the videos we created were, we basically developed a miniature Gogglebox set. So I don't know if you've seen Gogglebox, it's where families in the UK watch TV and comment on it. We created a miniature set where the apples were the subjects talking about dancing on ice, which was on TV, because we know that was a really topical subject. And they commented on the dancing on ice, they made very funny apple puns and things, and it worked really well. These videos had over 500,000 views. They weren't just 3-second video views, which is a vanity metric really on Facebook. A large chunk were 10+ second video views. Watch time was really good. We had, one of the videos had like a 24-second watch time, average watch time, which is crazy on Facebook. People's attention spans are so low, they usually instantly drop off. We had hundreds of people tagging their friends, interacting, engaging, as you can see here on each of the posts, which was really good. And they were really interacting with the brand in a positive way, which was the whole objective. So it worked super well. That was how we came up with a creative campaign idea that integrated the brand and the topical subject. The really clever thing we did here to come up with the specific ideas for each video was we went onto Twitter, looked at the dancing on ice hashtag, and after each episode we looked at the most topical things people were talking about, and we created things around those subjects. So the tweets that had the most retweets, the most likes, the most comments, we utilized those subjects. Things like lots of people were talking about Gemma Collins when she was on there. She was a big subject. She obviously had that big fall. Another thing was Jason Gardner, the judge. People were really slating him for how strict he was being. You know, I feel like I'm a Dancing on Ice expert now because we had to watch Dancing on Ice every Sunday to see what was going on and look on Twitter. But Twitter's a great way to get ideas for content around topics that you know will perform well. And the 4th thing, distribution. Once you've created these cool pieces of content, now you need to get them in front of the right audience. So the way we did that was through targeted Facebook and Instagram ads. So we targeted the demo that were buying this brand of apple and had other things like they needed to be interested in dancing on ice, into healthy snacks, and we split tested a number of different audiences to distribute these videos to, and then we found out which audiences were producing the most engagement for the cheapest cost, and then we doubled down on those audiences and put more of the ad spend into those audiences, and it worked super well. The client's really happy, and we've loved doing this. We've come up with another creative campaign idea for next month, and we're continuing working with them. Just to summarize, 1, understand who your audience are. 2, understand what they're interested in, what they're currently talking about with their friends. 3, come up with a creative content idea that integrates what they're talking about with their friends and your brand. And 4, distribute that content to the right people through whichever channel you're going to use. In this case, we've used Facebook and Instagram ads. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful and found us diving into our current campaign with a client interesting. If you're ever interested in working with us, please do message me, comment below, and do subscribe to our channel because we share lots of great content like this. I'll see you next week.
Oh, I don't mind this one.
Come dancing, Alan.